In the previous video, I introduced the concepts of web parts and app parts, and I showed you how to add a web part to a page. Now, I never configured that web part, so I'm just going to do that here, and I'll show you some of the configuration options that you have when adding a web part. So I've opened my page in edit mode, and I go to the Insert tab. I choose Web Part, and I'm going to choose the RSS Viewer again, because it's quite a straightforward web part to configure. Some of these web parts are very complex, and depending on the features that you have installed, you may not get all of these web parts, but this is what comes with the Office 365 subscription. It gives me all of these web parts available to me, so you may not have all of these. So I'll add the RSS viewer to this section here. Now I could have added the RSS viewer to one of these sections down here. You can see I can click Insert Web Part here, or I can do the same over here. So that helps me organize my page a bit better. But I'm just going to keep it here in this top section over here. I could click on Open the Tool pane, or alternatively, I could just press Edit Web Part here. Now you'll see actually I have the ability to close this web part as well. This didn't appear in the previous video, but if I wanted to close the web part, what that would do is that would remove the web part completely from the screen, but it would allow me to re-add it later with all of my settings saved. So this may be better than minimize, which simply just hides the web part, but it keeps it on the page. Closing the web part actually removes it from the page completely if you want it removed. So I'll edit this web part. Now the tool pane comes up, and for the RSS viewer specifically, all it needs is an RSS feed URL, so it knows where to display information from. So I'm going to change tabs here, and I have the BBC RSS feeds page. I'll take the top stories feed, and I will copy the link address, come back, and I will paste it here. And I can see here that that's my feeds, rss.xml. I know that's a correct RSS feed. And when I press OK, because that should be all that I need, the feed will start returning, and I've got the top 5 news stories. That's brilliant. I can click on these. It will take me directly out to the BBC homepage. If I want to edit this web part further, I'll go back to Edit Web Part. Now, all web parts have different properties and different things that you can modify. Obviously, all of these RSS properties would not be available in other types of web parts. But common to all web parts will be the appearance, layout, and advanced. These Ajax and miscellaneous are there as well, but they're more advanced and you don't need to really worry about them. The most important one is the appearance section, which allows you to change the title. I can call this My RSS Viewer, so it'll change this title here. I can change the height. So if I want to make sure that this web part does not expand to larger than 100 pixels, I can do that. I can also define the width of it, so I will set this one to 150 pixels. And I also have the Chrome state and the Chrome type. Now the Chrome is what SharePoint defines as the outline or layout of the web part. So essentially the border and the title, that's what SharePoint calls the Chrome. So if I want to choose the Chrome to be minimized, that would hide all of this. However, I can also choose the Chrome type, so I can have no Chrome, which would mean the border and the title would disappear and the data would just appear on the screen as normal. I can have the title and border, title only, or border only. I'm going to choose title only, so you can see also that I've changed the title and how that updated. The layout tab, a lot of this stuff is hidden at the moment because these features aren't really available for this particular web part. I won't get into that actually at this moment. I'll press OK, and I'll save my page. Now I don't recommend you restrict the height and width of your RSS web part in particular. As you'll see, it doesn't look particularly pretty, but I was just demonstrating to you what happens when you do so. So you can see that it's taken these settings and made sure that the web part does not expand further than I've told it to. So it's just squished all the information here like this. It's changed the title and it's removed the border because I've changed the Chrome type. Now anybody who visits this page will get this feed. Brilliant.